Welcome to the graduation of the class of 2020. I'm Dr. Pam Vaden, principal of Ravenwood High School. A special welcome to our parents, family members, and friends. And I want to give a special thank you to the graduation committee who worked furiously and fast to make this virtual recording possible. Among those committee members are Megan Sanchez, a broadcasting teacher who is recording this ceremony, Christian Taylor, a professional photographer and volunteer parent who will be taking candid photos of the graduates as they walk across the stage. To Brian Kaufman and Stephanie Dykes for their detailed planning and enthusiasm. Thank you to Dr. Mason, Rebecca Thiessen, Marta Craig, Andy Elrod, Matt Daniels, and Donna Davis, our PTO president. The senior class honored Zach Oswanski, Elise Dirks-Jacks, and Patrick Whitlock, voting for them to be our name readers today for this recording. They voted Student Council Advisor Stephanie Dykes to turn their tassel at the July 19th graduation. Spectacular? Yes, indeed. The spectacular class of 2020. 9 valedictorians, 13 salutatorians, 11 National Merit Scholars. This class was offered $49 million in scholarships, which is an increase of $20 million from last year. They accepted $17 million, an increase of $5 million from last year. This class is instrumental in achieving our place in the state rankings as one of the top 5 high schools in the state of Tennessee. Their ACT composite is constant with an unofficial 27.2. ACT defines its readiness benchmark as a score indicating a student has at least a 50% chance of getting a B or higher in a corresponding first-year college course. Our seniors are ranked first in Williamson County High Schools as meeting all 4 readiness areas in English, reading, math, and science. This goal we have been chasing for a while. Are we more than our ACT score? You bet. In athletics, we had a spectacular fall. Led by our senior soccer female athletes, we were state champs in girls soccer. Our senior football athletes led us to the state runner-up, and we were at the state for the 5th time in our history, and we were fighting our way back to Cookeville every inch of the way. Forensics team is outstanding. Our seniors helped to lead them to Sweepstakes Award for every tournament in which they participated this year. Ravenwood has the largest delegation for youth and government program. Our seniors held the highest leadership positions in Model United Nations and youth legislature. Our student council raised over $14,000 this year for Make-A-Wish, helping to earn our student council a 4-star council award and platinum council award for Tennessee Association of Student Councils. Our Habitat for Humanity, led by our seniors, raised over $5,000 towards building a Murray County home. Our dance marathon, again led by our seniors, raised $15,000 for the Moreau Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital. So don't worry a bit about the future in the hands of our young people. They are astute, accomplished, creative, caring, and spectacular. We love you, class of 2020.
Well, class of 2020, you guys know that you're my babies, and I just can't believe how fast your time here is gone. I'm so very proud of all of you in the graduating class of 2020. I want you all to know that you are strong. I want you all to know that you are resilient. You are strong and resilient because this class has had to overcome some very difficult experiences. Let's just think about it. Along with the regular difficulties and challenges of just growing up, you've had to deal with some very tough things as well. Most of you were born in 2001, the year of the September 11th terrorist attack on the United States, which altered the way society operates with travel. All of you have gone to school throughout your elementary, middle, and high school years, hearing about school shootings, which have altered protocols in schools. You have dealt with all of the challenges and drama that comes with Twitter and Snapchat and TikTok, and wait, can you get in drama on TikTok? Is there drama on TikTok, or is that just for dancing, or whatever? I don't know. But all the challenges that come along with the social media platforms. And then, just as you're about to celebrate finishing up your high school experience, the world comes to a crashing halt due to a global pandemic. I'm pretty sure that many of you were actually okay with not having to get up in the mornings and come to school at first. And you were content with staying home and watching Netflix and playing Fortnite. But I bet after a while you started missing coming to the place where you spent the past 4 years learning and growing. You started to miss socializing with your friends in person and going to athletic events, band practice, and club meetings. I know you guys will have time to catch up with your friends once this COVID thing passes over. Again, having to endure all of these things make you a strong and resilient graduating class. The special thing about graduating from high school is that in many ways it symbolizes your entrance into adulthood. It is the time that you begin to make huge decisions that will shape your life for years to come. This is the time where you get to decide what is important to you. You have the power to control your own destiny. Be mindful that with that power comes great responsibility. I cannot tell you what to do with your power. That rests solely in your hands. But I'll leave you with 3 quick pieces of advice on how to use your power. First, be proactive. Get out there and get after it. Pursue your goals aggressively. If you really think about it, you can do anything you want to do. All you really have to do is just do it. If you want it, go get it. Second, be a responsible person. You know right and you know wrong. Make choices that are rooted in good morals and values. Be respectful to others. Be honest. Be true to your word. Follow through on commitments. Learn from your mistakes. Work hard, be fair and consistent. Make sacrifices for your loved ones. All of these things will go a long way for making you a responsible person. Third, continue to be strong and resilient. Our world and our society has gone through tough times before. Slavery, wars, famine, disease, the Great Depression, pandemics, and 9/11. And each time, we came out better on the other side. It is inevitable that in your lifetime, you will go through something else that is tough. But you know, if anybody knows how to adapt and make necessary changes to make it through and come out better on the other side, it is the class of 2020, strong and resilient. Lastly, have faith in the fact that you have been taught well, and have faith in the fact that I know that you are more than ready to face any and all challenges that are thrown your way. We are all looking to you to lead us and take us to places we did not think it was possible to go. My babies, I will always love you, and you will always have a special place in my heart and mind. Congratulations, class of 2020, strong and resilient.
Hello, everyone. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here today to come and celebrate the class of 2020. My name is Donna Davis, and I had the honor to serve as this year's student body president. I am beyond grateful to even have the chance to wear this cap and gown today, and even more excited to talk about a group of people that I have learned to love. This class has been through so much. We have experienced many things together in our 3.5 years at Ravenwood. Things not all can say the same for. Yet, lately we have learned to identify ourselves by one single event. The current pandemic has become our defining factor, what makes us special. We are told time and time again that we are those 2 little words I myself have said many times, making history. And while I am so thankful to get to be here today with you, making history, these past few months are not the only events that have made this incredible group of people stand out against any other class to pass through Ravenwood High School. Our history and our mark on the school is so much more. The class of 2020 is much more than these past few months. Coming in as tiny freshmen, we can all agree that we hit the ground running. A brawl in the arts hall only to be separated by an innocent bystander, daily group requests for OBOT ? And being scared to upset the upperclassmen ever again after we decided turning our backs during a pep rally cheer would be a good idea. But even as freshmen, it was quite obvious to everyone that our class was about to be something special, that we were about to step it up, Ravenwood. With solar eclipses to be experienced once in a lifetime, and the best prom in Ravenwood history that we didn't know would be our only prom experience in our lifetime, each year became better than the one before. We never got tired of yelling, "Mark!" anytime someone got on the mic at lunch, or chanting, "He's a freshman," when Andrew Mason scored touchdown after touchdown our very first season. Experiencing every embarrassing proposal and rooting for our classmates in every pep rally game, whether Dizzy Bat ended in one of our own falling to the ground or not, we united as one. From cheer nationals, state titles in girls cross country, girls and boys lacrosse, girls soccer, and the thrill of taking our school to the football state championships, we continue to make history. The class of 2020 is not defined by one single event, but the many people who made us unlike any other grade. The class of 2020 makes history with Joy Poxagon, Model United Nations Secretary General and rapper all in the same breath, and with nationally ranked debaters Rohan Jisangani and Ashwin Balaji. We make history with Adam Hamoud, the first male yearbook editor in RHS history, and junior Olympian Kiara Carter. The class of 2020 makes history with the most successful Mr. RHS this school has ever seen, led by Maddie Davis and Grace Ridlin, with $14,000 raised from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And with a dance marathon gone completely virtual by Jessica Fahim and Tara Tar that raised over $15,000 for Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. We make history with 11 National Merit Scholars, countless perfect ACT scores, college-recruited athletes, and 360 of the hardest working people to call themselves Raptors. Today we stand here to make history because these 4 years we worked hard and made history that RHS has never experienced before. I've been so lucky to call myself a Raptor, and I'm even luckier to have done it alongside a group of people that have made this the hardest goodbye. I want to personally thank Dr. Vaden for always leading the school into greatness, as well as Dr. Mason, who has put up with our class these 4 years. I would also like to recognize and thank the amazing Ms. Dykes for not only being a leader for our student council, but a person that students feel they can always go to. Thank you to each and every parent or guardian who has supported us in our journey to this cap and gown, and all the teachers who made learning more than just textbooks and tests. Finally, to the Ravenwood High School class of 2020, I am forever grateful to have gotten to make history with you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mark Hancock, and I have the honor of being the president of this class for the past 4 years. Before I start my speech, I'd like to thank all of our teachers, parents, and family for their support. I'd also like to especially thank my own parents for all they've done for me. Although I'm glad to finally be able to escape the weekly parental interrogations about my grades, thanks to Skyward's weekly email updates, I couldn't have done it without you. I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good old days before you've actually left them. This Parker quote from Andy Bernard in the office is one that I cannot stop thinking about during quarantine. Little did I know that March 5th, 2020 would soon become the good old days. Some of you may not understand why I just said a random date, but to all of us wearing these uncomfortable red hats, that day holds a special meaning to us. It's the last day we ever walked through Ravenwood, and for me, March 5th went like this. I was sitting in Mr. Crumb's 4th period Greek and Roman mythology, a class that for some reason my counselor decided to put me in. With no will to do any of my work, I began to zone out, and like many other seniors, became afraid of the looming Frankenstein test. Knowing that my English teacher, Miss Ambrose, would not be holding back, I frantically flipped through the Frankenstein reading guide, trying to see if it could help me understand the difficult book. You see, most of the time when teachers assigned reading, I would skip it and go straight to one of the most amazing websites, SparkNotes. I would miss half the questions on the test the next day, but it was worth it because it meant I could spend more time watching Netflix. But I have Miss Ambrose, and anyone who has her knows that doing this will not work. So I sat trying to think of a way to pass the test and on how I would stretch the meaning of some small detail that the author didn't even mean to include into a 3-page essay. However, a couple minutes later, I snapped out of my daydreaming to hear the celebration of students around me because school had just been canceled for coronavirus. Now, instead of talking about all the things Corona took away from us, I'd like us to reflect on all the memories we were able to make our neighborhood. To reflect on our lively group chat with its random beef and arguments over if a gorilla or grizzly bear winning the fight, or people asking if there's any OBOT homework. To reflect on football player Juju or Julian Sidney shaving Coach Daniel's head in the middle of the comments. For us to think about the amazing football season our team had and how, although we weren't able to win the state championship, we were able to beat Brentwood 34-6 on their own turf and put them in their place. For us to think back on how we made it to go into school in a tornado storm and hail 4 years ago, and how we made it through years of walking into the D hallway only to be greeted by the unfortunate smell we've all come to realize as the bathroom pipes been broken again. And while not a pleasant memory, we're also the first senior class to experience the dreaded new learning experience known as RISE. We quickly had to get adjusted to memorizing a different schedule for every single day, as well as going to class back-to-back without a break or the chance to see our friends. Furthermore, our much anticipated senior privilege of having the first lunch was stripped away, and we were forced to fight underclassmen over the seats we sat in since freshman year. We went from being the alphas of the school to betas, having to stand in lunch lines that stretched all the way to the cafeteria entrance. Looking back on all these memories, I began to remember Tony Stark's famous words, "Part of the journey is the end." It seems like not too long ago, I was walking into Raveland for the first time for Raptor Revolution, cringing at the sight of different groups of people water bottle flipping, dabbing, and doing the mannequin challenge. We started our freshman year off with the fear of clowns attacking us and changing Harambe's name in the student section. Then, fast forward 4 years, we enter our senior year with the start of the September 20th Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, Let's See Them Aliens movement. Not knowing how it could get much worse, we entered 2020 and experienced some of the most stressful months of the last decade. It's weird to think about how in 20 years, students will be learning about these events in AP US history, while teachers will trick students over the year COVID-19 actually happened in, the reason why people stocked up on toilet paper, or why people became addicted to an app called TikTok. This class is extremely special, and through it all, we've become a modern family. We will leave here as bachelors and bachelorettes. Whether we decide to work in the office of our choice, or for Parks and Recs, some of us will not only watch, but will be reading Grey's Anatomy. We will not go through life like The Walking Dead or playing a Game of Thrones simply because we are young and restless. We will emerge like tiger kings and queens. We have handled what we've been dealt, and hopefully we'll never see any more Stranger Things or have to live life looking through a black mirror. Our futures are bright, and we will always remember that we are Raptors. Lastly, I would like to say how truly thankful I am to have been your president. It has been one of the biggest honors of my life. Thank you, and G2 Bar.
Hello, class of 2020. I'm Max Frazier. This is Ellen Massey. This is Alexander Rogers. And we wrote this song called Here We Go. And it's kind of just about graduating, kind of growing up, moving through life, and then going on to this next chapter of our lives and not really sure of what it holds.
Turn all the clocks back. I wanna reverse time. What was it like when we were younger inside those little lies? Now that we've grown older, all we do is change our minds. I just wanna stay still. Learning to tie my laces, running a big kid ride, taking off those training wheels and pulling on too tight, scraping knees and dirty jeans, push up one big time machine, almost 18, time to get right. I should have listened when you said stay young while you still everything at home and diving into a world unknown. Who says I'm ready to be on my own? Deep breath, here I go.
Walking through that door frame, scared of everything. Driving to my first football game, staying out till rain. Mom stayed up till I got home. It's glad I made it back alright. I'm gonna miss these nights.
I should have listened when she said stay young while you still can. Leaving everything at home and diving into a world unknown. Who says we're ready to be on our own? Deep breath in. Sunsets at the lookout, I-65, traffic's backed up on Concord.
Never thought I'd miss this. Now that I have to leave it, my heart is
Forever in this town. I should have listened when she said stay young while you still can. Leaving everything at home and diving into a world unknown. Who says we're ready to be on our own? We'll never be ready to be on our own. Deep breath in, here we go.
Ravenwood has given me a lot of memories over the years, and it's a place I'm proud to call home. But the most special memories were the ones where we were able to come together as a community and work together towards a collective goal. Whether that was at Battle of the Woods games, we're all coming together behind our football team, or at homecoming parades where we're building a float. When we all came together, it provided a really awesome community, and it was something that I was really proud to be a part of. Thank you for that. Thank you, Ravenwood.
I've had a big best when I put my time at RHS. The first thing that comes to mind is December 4 junior year. We got a chance to use the school's darkroom and learn how to develop them. I didn't know we had a darkroom until then. It was a great learning experience. Seeing the school be so empty and quiet during summer was certainly a nice change of pace from the usual hecticness of schoolwork, and give you a nice hobby to try out, as well as memories to keep going on.
One of my favorite memories at Ravenwood has got to be the Ravenwood Powder Puff Games, because really, I think everyone has a little bit of cheerleader in them, especially when you're cheering for Ravenwood. Thank you.
My favorite memory from an unforgettable 4 years at Ravenwood was the Battle of the Woods football game this past fall. The entire school banded together to defeat our biggest rival on a run to the state championship game, G2 Bar.
I think it's not really a memory, but one of my favorite experiences at Ravenwood was, well, it's not an experience either. It was probably the speech that Dr. Mason gave our freshman year about building a foundation and houses and stuff about your ACT and GPA. I mean, I don't know why, but it kind of stuck with me. I thought it was pretty dope. Peace out.
My legacy, or what I want to leave behind to Ravenwood High School, is a club I was lucky enough to be the founder of. It's a club that promotes unity and good sportsmanship. That club is obviously the Ravenwood Super Smash Bros. Club. In the years to come, I hope it flourishes and grows as it has this year. Thank you, Ravenwood.
My favorite memory from my 4 years in high school was freshman year, the Battle of the Woods basketball game, in which we were tied the entire game until the last second when we shot a buzzer beater shot from half court to win the game that eventually got called back. And then we went into overtime. And then we shot another buzzer beater shot to win it again. It's just a really fun memory. Go Raptors.
Our first semester flew by in a flurry of football games, study sessions, and pep rallies that now live on only in our memories and in our camera rolls. But when March rolled around and a 2-day cancellation turned into the sudden end of what was supposed to be one of the best years of our lives, prom dresses became masks, and events we've been looking forward to for months ceased to exist as we assumed the responsibility of keeping everyone safe in exchange for our senior year. Whether we like it or not, the class of 2020 will always be remembered as the class that had to grow too fast. But instead of seeing that as a drawback, I can only hope that we view our newfound resilience and maturity as assets as we become the leaders of tomorrow.
Hi everybody, my favorite memories at Ravenwood were made on the football or track team when we were winning games or meets. My teammates and I worked for countless hours and will be my brothers for life. I hope everyone gets to keep playing some sort of sport in college, whether it be varsity or intramural. Thank you to everyone for making this a great 4 years.
Salvete omnes. As I'm sure you're all aware, the class of 2020 is coming of age in turbulent times. However, we will not be defined by the uncertainty of the pandemic. Instead, we will make our mark in how we shape the future and how we come together, now as students, but later as the world's future leaders. Thank you, class of 2020.
The class of 2020 will be remembered for having to overcome the constant uncertainty, from how we'll finish school, to taking AP exams, to committing to a college that we don't even know will be in session this fall.
My favorite memory at Ravenwood would have to be one of the classes I had in AP Latin, where we spent the whole class looking at the supermodel named Fabio and how he went on a roller coaster one day and broke his nose after he hit a goose. And so we just looked at pictures of Fabio and the goose the whole class, and we laughed at them for 45 minutes. So that's my favorite memory. Thank you so much.
The class of 2020 will be remembered for creating a positive culture where everyone feels welcome throughout the entire school. I'll never forget all the lasting friendships I made with students from every grade level, or the thrill of the student body, cheerleaders, dance team, and marching band cheering on the football team on Friday nights. Thanks to the class of 2020, the future students of Ravenwood will move forward together, stronger and with more spirit.
My favorite memory from Ravenwood has to be when I transferred here junior year, walked in the first day and saw Cole Williamson. Thank you, Ravenwood.
One of my favorite memories of Ravenwood is probably sophomore year when we got to experience a solar eclipse. It was a really fun time because the whole school just got to spend the day kind of out in the football field. And not only did I have a blast just being out there with my friends, but it was also a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So thank you, Ravenwood, for the past 4 years.
Out of all my memories at Ravenwood, my favorite memory has to be Dodge for a Cause. It was such a great event. I had a lot of fun with a lot of my friends. And I think it's just a good event that just goes to show all the great things that Ravenwood students are a part of and all the money that we raise for great causes.
I believe the class of 2020 will be known as pioneers. Despite entering an era of uncertainty, we have upheld virtues such as hope, empathy, and adaptability while navigating through completely uncharted territory. We will go down in history as a hub of relentless perseverance, and I am proud to be part of a group of students that have remained steadfast in the face of abrupt change.
My favorite memory from my time at Ravenwood has to be the time the class of 2020 came together in support of Chip Park's artistic abilities by making a bunch of copies of this self-portrait he made and posting them all over the school. There was a solid week last year when you could not go anywhere in the school without seeing Chip's face. He was in the cafeteria, the hallways, the commons, and even the bathrooms. Chip was everywhere. Thanks for all the good times, 2020. I'm gonna miss you guys.
My favorite memories from Ravenwood would have to be just the time I was able to spend with my friends, whether it be at lunch or in classes. So, thanks.
Ravenwood class of 2020. We will be remembered for our strength and connectivity through thick and thin. Thank you for the lasting friendships, and thank you for the good memories. G2 Ball.
My favorite memory at Ravenwood High School, or I guess a collection of memories, that is definitely going to be the friends that I made along the way. They made me who I am, and I definitely wouldn't be the person I am without them. But if I had to pick one person in particular to really single out on, it would definitely be Adam Greider when he transferred to junior year. Love you, man.
I would like my legacy at RHS to bring more attention to the fine arts. I would like art not only to be viewed as a class that you're required to take, but also as an enjoyable hobby that you could continue into college. I would like to thank the art department for letting me stay after school for hours that probably wasn't allowed.
Ricardo Abate. Raina Ackley. Luke Akers. Madeline Akers. Elise Ackridge. Adam Al-Aswan. Bryce Alford. Jude Alzuzi. Anna Anderson. Cameron Andrews. Taylor Andrews. Niskana Araya. Blake Armour. John Colin Askew. Tara Attar. Deborah Atif. Toby Babalola. Aislinn David.
Ashlyn Baldwin.
Joel Barnes. Shannon Barnes. Graham Barton. Isha Barua. Mary Costa. Valerie Bates. Gabriel Bedrosian. Trixie Maureen Bell. Aaron. Bentley. Riley Bertowski. Madison Bidwell. Melina Yelsky. Nathan Bigham. Bill Villager. Jeremy Longberg. Aiden Bowling. Lily Bolton. Jacqueline Bolanger. William Boynton. Mary Wallace Bradley. Emma Brandwein. Jasmine Brown. Ian Brown. Annabelle Burgess. Collier Campbell. Jacob Campos. Molly Cantrell. Francesca Caramucci. Christine Corolla. Ashton Carto. Sierra Carter. Victoria Pace. Holden Castillo. Austin Chestnut. Lauren Cho. Logan Lee. Sarah Cloud. Carly Cooper. Carlton Cooper. Mackenzie Cox. Shane Craig. John Creech. Abigail Cunningham. Colin Cunningham.
Anna Kirk.
Zachary Siderko. Benjamin Davis. Donna Davis. Miles Dawson. Madeline Degas. Jack Dellinger. Jared Denbecker. Elizabeth DeVere. Ankush Dar. Jackson Douglas. Campbell Dowling. Jalen Drew Young. Samuel Duggan. Spencer Dunn. Austin East. Benjamin Elliott. Ali LTT. Alexis and Marie. Micah Engel. Dylan Evans. Lawson Evans. Jessica Fahmy.
Rama Satori.
Marie Ferrara. Zoha Fatima. Ava Fernandez. Cassidy Fesma. Paige Thinkbone. Bryce Flory. Griffin Ferrain. Hayden Folk. Mia Frazier. William Frazier. Hannah French. Lindsay Furby. Cole Furman. Rex Gaming. Brian Garcia. Eugenia Garza. Ian Gatlin. Grant Gilbert. Reggie Grimes II. Kanak Gupta. Jacqueline Hahami. Ethan Hall. Jennifer Hall. Adam Hamoud. Mark Hancock. Mustafa Hanning. Mae Hamlin. Bryn Hannon. Alan Hassan. Ayana Haywood.
Jace Headley.
Kristen Hedge.
Drake Denby.
Jacob Hepler. Megan Hepler. Sarah Hepler. Lily Hershkowitz. Evan Hyde.
Courtney Hill. Angelina Hillenbrand.
Caitlin Hodo.
Carson Holland.
Sydney Hopkins.
Lydia Horton. Rachel Horn. Sophie House. Lauren Howerton. Yumna Hussain.
Avery Husbands. Liam Hussey.
Juliana I. Lee.
Anna Jar. Rohan Jason Gotti. Anthony Jensen. Ben Jessup.
Andrew Jewell. Roger John.
Allison Johnson. Jordan Johnson. Nathaniel Joseph.
Marinwood Chakraborty Kalasaki.
Amelia Cameron. Anna Hexer. William Taylor. Sean Kelly. David Kurta. Arushi Khan.
Andrew Keeper.
Paul Kim. Tamara Kirby. Caroline Kempsey. Alex Condor. Ameta Conte.
Adam Kreider.
Drew Kumar.
Matthew Gage Laker.
Neha Law. Olivia Lamb. Olivia Layton. Edward Lee.
Kristen Lee.
Jadelle Lee Quick. Bella Leonard.
Chase Lewis.
Ocean Lee. Brady Lillibrew. Isaac Melosa. Sydney Lomel. Maddie Lewis. Emily Lynch. Luke Lyons. Jordan Martin. Joe Martell. Alexander Martin. Andrew Mason. Ella Massey. John Maximo. Aiden McAvoy. David McIntyre. Ava McWhirter.
Julian Medina. Diego Mendez.
Nikki Meshkov.
Cameron Miles. Avery Miller.
Joseph Miller. Aubrey Grace Mann. Kendall Mitchell. Kaylin Moore. Brooke Morris. Maxwell Moran. Maxwell Marco. Sarah Murphy. Catherine Nedalini. Adam Newman. Nicholas McCastro. Takato Nishiori. Daniel Snyder. Joshua Snyder. Nicholas Noel. Jonathan Norwell. Bella Naruzi. Toby O'Neill. Aisha Ochoa Aquino.
Sophia Oguntola.
Michaela Olexic. Valerie Horn. Joel Sanhorn.
Charles Parks.
Karina Patel. India Patterson. Shirayu Pakistan. Mia Petty. Morgan Petty. Deanna Mann. Claudia Phillips. Riley Poole. Gideon Buttier. Matthew Powell. David Powell. Savannah Powell. Zachary Price. Paul Freeman. Anna Pritchett. Helen Pritchett. Cameron Rasmussen. Jace Rapp. Macy Rayburn. Ava Raymond.
William Rankin.
Nathan Ray. Karen Friat. Tony Rice. Brian Rice. Grace Britton. Alexandria Wright. Giovanna Rondinelli. Jordan Rose. Cameron Robb. Jordan Robb. Max Robb. Noah Satter. Merrick Sands.
Rayon Sanson.
Caroline Schwartz. Brock Seiler. Jackson Settles. Samartha Sharma. Canoe Shetpa.
Luke Sharps.
Christopher Shute. Arsal Siddiqui. Julian Sidney. Riley Sitz. Gabriel Smino. Benjamin Smells. Christian Smith. Easton Smith. Jordan Smith. Madison Smith. Summer Smith. Noah Smithson. Shalani Springer. Christina Stockton. Cameron Stevens. Zachary Stein. Caroline Swan. Elena Sines. Aleko Zeller. Austin Taylor. Hayden Teeter. Carter Temple.
Bryson Teener.
Crystal Thomas.
Harrington Thomas.
Harper Thompson. Brooklyn Tippett. Tyler Tippett. Eleanor Tisano. Alex Tisherman.
Rithika Tamala.
Haley Turner. Aiden Vanston. Dylan Vanston. Faith Vanston. Juan Lorenzo Vera. Emily Vesey. John Poe.
Aiden Vones.
Andrew Benoit. Landon Waller. Megan Walsh. Connor Warren. Margaret Weather. Preston Letterman. Austin Schlitter. Cole Wilson. Olivia Rose.
Haley Williams.
Thomas Witcher. Katie Cook. Grace Woodstock. Connor Wright. Trisha Yellowmelon. Ashley Yoshihara. Simon Sakari.
Madeline Day.
Ava Zah.
By the authority vested in me by Governor Bill Lee of the great state of Tennessee, Gary Anderson, Chairman of the Williamson County Schools of Board of Education, and Jason Golden, Director of Williamson County Schools, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of Ravenwood High School.